There's like 10 of them like right outside in the fucking ocean right now. They're like, hey, what's
Just
up?
kind
We're
of
gonna
dancing
fuck up your
around.
shit.
They're going to become one super hurricane and sink Florida, and then we will all rejoice for never having to deal with the lightning ever again.
There we go.
Oh, we have to move the franchise. No, you don't.
No, it's gone.
Nah, it's gone.
It is
I mean,
Atlantis'
if you
franchise
lose
now.
2 franchises, that evens out in the end. It's like the Kraken and the Knights never happened. We're back to 30. 15
Yay.
on
Kraken.
15. Granted, whatever. They'd have to move around the divisions. But yeah, there it is. All right.
Fuck it. You ball.
I think there's some Hab shit that happened today. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like cool
Thank
stuff too.
Content.
Like things. We have things to talk about in 5.
4.
3.
2.
2.
And 1.
1.
Hello world, hear the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue, welcome to the happy hour.
Welcome back. Happy hour. I forgot something. Go on.
Listeners, thank you for
Hello.
joining us.
Hello. It's ladies' night here at the happy hour.
Ladies' night. Oh, what a night.
I'm feeling fine.
Jesus Christ.
I'm doing my old lady dance, my mom
And now,
dance.
Oh.
and now ladies' night is
My
over.
name's
No, it's over.
David Auger. I'm at Glaucus. Oh, I forgot to do another thing. Glaucus123 on the Twitter. Gonna dead name that until the
Yeah.
frickin'
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
until the site crashes into oblivion. Joined as always, at least now as always, but Beth.
Hello. I'm at HIVERHUIT on Twitter and Blue Sky.
And Veronica.
Yeah. I'm at CHILE_pepper on Twitter, on Instagram, on Threads, and CHILEPEPPER on Blue Sky.
And we're the happy hour. We're on everything that you could possibly look us up on, including
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.com. And we have a website for $12 a year. Happyhour.com.
I need to write something just so we can put it on the website.
I
We haven't
literally,
updated it in so
YouTube
long.
does one good thing where whenever you make a new video, it autofills the description.
good.
So I literally have all of our socials on that all the time,
Nice.
which is super
cool.
handy. There might be a better way to do it. I'm sure there is, given that we are 2-ish, maybe 15-ish year, 2 decades, 15 years into the internet being fucking awful, meaning that everything is content. And we are not a part of that in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
Nope. However,
Rebels.
who are the Habs? The actual golf thing that we always talk about happened today. It
Happened.
finally happened. And now we know who the core leadership group of the Habs is going to be. It's going to be Nick Suzuki as Capitan, as we know.
Yes.
That was not a mystery.
Wasn't a question.
No.
I don't think Brendan Gallagher was a question, alternate captain.
No.
Been like that for a while. But now the new alternate captain, local boy, Mike Matheson,
Yes. Which I love
Point
for him.
Claire represents.
which is great.
And like this is like, sir. Sorry,
Sir.
my cat is just being crazy back there. Sorry. No, but like Mike Matheson, like anytime I hear him talk about him being a kid and growing up and watching the Habs and like and how much he just is in awe that he gets to be a Montreal Canadian. And like he did a school project where he's like where as a kid he said, I want to be a Montreal Canadian someday. And he's like, I get to do that now. And he's like still like an excited little kid. And now he's an alternate captain for the Montreal Canadiens. And he is to pieces about it. He's so excited, so happy. And I feel like we talked about like at one point last season talked about him getting the A eventually, and I'm glad that we were correct in that thinking. I'm glad that happened for him. I think he's going to do a really good job. The kids really look up to him. He has a good relationship with, it seems like, everybody on the team. And I think he will do a really, really good job.
And he can speak French.
Yeah.
He can speak French, and he backs it up with his play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good role model because he's not a quitter. He's there to play, and he's just an all around good guy. And like Beth said, first of all, thank you both for saying alternate captain instead of assistant captain, which so many people say, and it's like, even reporters say it. It's alternate captain.
It's an associate captain. Sorry to say.
It's alternate captain, because when the captain can't perform his duties because he's injured or whatever, then an alternate steps in. That's
We
how
have
it works.
alternative captain.
Alternative.
I feel like
Plays guitar slowly.
God forbid, which I feel like, okay, God forbid, I'm knocking on wood. God forbid Nick Suzuki misses a game.
Nope, can't happen. Not with this medical team. This
it's not-
crack medical team that we got from Harvard, Yale.
There's never going to be any more injuries.
Never going to be
No-
injured ever again.
injury.
It's never going to happen. I
It's
mean,
gonna be bippity boppity boop.
yeah,
you're fine.
it can't now.
Um,
We fired the guys that were just taking bats to all their knees. It's like, well, we can't
Or
have bats at the
injuring all
knees here.
players.
I mean, there it is.
I think, okay, say for some reason they needed another alternate captain. I feel like Davey would get one. For a
Alternate
game.
captain.
Yeah.
You know what's
Vard.
funny? So
Vard?
to
Yeah.
who?
Yeah.
Var, Davey. David.
Oh,
Savard.
Safar. I thought you meant.
Yeah. Who did-
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else. Okay,
I said Davey.
I get
Who
it.
did you think I'm like?
I thought you meant
Darren?
me for some reason. I'm like,
Oh, I've never called you Davey.
yeah, no. So there were layers
There was, yeah.
where I was like,
that's weird. First
I've
of all,
called you many things. None of them have ever been Davey.
and they call him Savvy.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
They do
That's
call
what
him Savvy.
Matheson called him today when he was asked who he missed the most over the summer.
That
There
makes
was
me think of
something-
Pirates of the Caribbean.
there was something very interesting I thought about that video for very one specific reason, but I'll get into it in a little bit. 'cause-
Caulfield?
Yeah. He's like, who do you miss most? Fucking Army. The tank. I was like, man, really? You miss Army? What did you guys do during the season? Like, what nonsense is the lone Finn getting into with poor Cole Caulfield? It's like, I need you to go into my cupboards and fetch items for me that are too deep for me to handle on my own. It's like, okay,
Oh
man.
my
Crawls
Yeah.
in, puts them up there. That's how I think the off season goes for the Habs. But yeah,
Just Cole Caulfield getting cereal out of a pantry.
yeah, that's it. Especially since it's like
needs a
just so
step
deep.
stool.
No,
I'm sure-
Army
what
picks
the
them
hell
up
am I
and puts them in there. It's like,
In the
go,
cupboard.
I need that shit.
Fetch.
Go
the
clean
Golden
out
Grams
my,
front of the back.
go clean out my central air
Oh
duct.
my God.
Shove them in there.
And then Cole comes out just covered in insulation and lint.
Well, Army, that was really cool, man. Thanks for letting me help. We appreciate it.
Cole's
for
like, I
letting
just
me
like
help."
to crawl around in small space.
I mean, who else can they? So yeah, Matheson gets the A. As you said, backed it up with his play. He was the team's lead defenseman last year with 34 points.
Hell yeah.
He played half the season. He had more points than every other defenseman. But that makes sense because every other defenseman was literally never played an NHL game before in their life. There might be an
Well,
asterisk
yeah,
in
because
there.
Savard was injured too, right?
Yeah. Fucking
Everybody
those
was
doctors,
falling
man.
apart.
Just
It
fucking
was so
fuck
good
you.
to see everybody today. All the faces that we haven't seen in so long,
Mhm, mhm.
like Slav and Jack Guy.
Yep. Last year was also single season personal bests for Matheson with 26 assists and 34 points.
Hell yeah.
9 power play points, also a personal best as of last season. And his average ice time also the best of his career. Avec le Canadien. And there
yeah.
it is. So it's cool. But yeah, the golf thing was super cool. I thought it was interesting that Army got called out by Cole Caulfield, and that was the only person that missed Army in the offseason. Chris Weidman, widely
Everybody
missed.
loves Chris Weidman.
And
Yeah.
why? Because where was he? Couldn't find him. That's probably why.
Oh, that's why they missed him.
Yeah,
They didn't know where
that's
he
all.
was.
Like I would expect them to say Kovacevic because he was out like vanning all over the place. That dirty hippie. Not to
Let him
say
live.
anything's wrong with vanning and hippies. Just saying. It seems to go hand in hand with the culture.
I mean, I feel like he's the guy that's like, okay, it's summertime. I'm going to be outside. You cannot reach me.
Literally, I am
Send me a
driving into
carrier
the desert.
pigeon. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he probably considered going to Burning Man.
That was hilarious. Only because the media
somebody died?
totally botched it. Oh no. So Burning Man's out in the middle of the desert, right?
I mean, somebody always dies at Burning Man, I feel like.
Oh, really?
I wouldn't
But
say
in
that.
this fashion, like I can see like maybe OD or some shit.
So it's out in the middle of the desert. And what happened is that there was torrential rain there for 2 days, and the place literally like flooded. But flooding in a desert, it's more like torrential downpours, and then all of the sand and dirt then became foot deep mud. And that's what people were
it's
doing
like all
Burning Man in.
alkaline. Like the chemical makeup of the soil out there is alkaline, and so it gives you like trench foot really easily, so you can get
You're
very
walking
sick.
through a mess, and that's what it was. So I was following
And
one of
it,
my
like,
favorite DJs as he was
soaks-
recording all this stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody
Wow.
had like bags on their shoes and everything. It was a
Yeah.
whole thing. And it's like, but you know, the DJ I was listening to was like, you know, the media said that we're stranded out here. Like, yes, we are officially stranded, but we also have things like food, water, etc. So we're just having a wet Burning Man. And he said it was the first time that the man had not been burned since the inception of Burning Man, because they couldn't burn him that night. It's like the
So
man stands
yeah.
Sunday morning. He is here.
I think they burned him like the next night. or
Exactly.
the night. They did end up burning him.
Yeah. And
There's a true crime thing. It's kind of a true crime thing. Because a guy committed suicide at Burning Man by running into the Burning Man. Like, this is years ago, but there's a podcast about it. Yeah,
What's it
it's
called?
like, no, I have to find it. I don't remember.
I'll find. I'll look at. I'll
it's
Google
not
it.
funny, but it's like all the things to
It's-
see at
people
a
people
festival.
don't
I'd be like,
know- they don't
Yeah.
understand like the podcast mostly like tells the story about the guy's life and like leading up to him going to Burning Man, and then like he just runs into the Burning Man, and they're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yikes!
I don't think we can put
What a way to go.
the man out because he's burning.
No, the guy was like, he was done. They
Yep,
were
done.
like, we cannot
Straight
rescue
in
him.
there. It's like,
we cannot rescue him. We cannot go after him. Like, it's,
didn't consider that contingency in the party there.
Yeah.
It's like you go into like a big bonfire and someone's just like, yup.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit. Can't do much there.
yeah.
No.
Oh my god. I would go to bonfires and throw cans of WD-40 into the fire and like
David.
run and take shelter. And then boom.
You would or you have?
Both.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, well, it takes
It's
a
safe.
second for the can to, collapse and then explode. It's okay. We had things to hide behind, benches, logs, trees, etc. It was a good time. I lived in the woods, Veronica. Fuck.
No, and I'm thinking of bonfires that we've had up at Ashcroft,
Oh boy.
where the kids set up a plank going over the fire, and they'd walk across it.
Yes.
My kids and their friends.
Or like try
So
to
it's
jump
just like-
it and whatnot.
They weren't dousing themselves in gasoline or
I had
just
a
having
oh,
good
well,
old.
I have a story, but let me get to the halves for a second here. So the golf tournament was today at Club Laval sur le Lac. Afterwards, a surprise thing happened because this doesn't happen often. Michel Lacroix hosted a roundtable
That was so
with
fun.
Martin St. Louis, Kent Hughes, and our alternate captains, Matheson and Gallagher. And it was super cool. Like, Michel Lacroix just the whole
J'adore.
time. Oh my God. So he had a bunch of questions, I think, from social media, I guess. I don't even
That's what it seemed
remember
like.
something like
Yes.
There was something. There was a tweet or something the other day that said,
was
"Ask
there?
your question." Yeah, there was I think it was over the weekend, like maybe Friday. But I did remember seeing a tweet that said, "Submit your questions
that.
for
no
these
kidding.
people."
So that's cool. So he was reading off of those, and then he would go take a question from the people at the round table. It was in like a banquet hall, like a dinner at the the country club.
You could hear
rich
that. You could
people
hear
stuff.
the clinking of the cutlery.
Yeah. And and there was a time when nobody had a question to ask, and Michel Lacroix was like, "Hey, fans of the Montreal Canadiens,
Yeah.
do you have no questions for Martin St. Louis? Wake up!" and then goes back to the
I
players.
love Michelle
I
so
was like,
much.
oh,
He's our friend, by the way.
he is our friend.
He
He
is our
loves
friend.
us. Probably loves you guys more, but he loves us. He loves
He gives
us.
really good. If you get the chance to hug Michel Lacroix,
Oh,
hug
God.
him.
I can't wait to see
Like-
the guy again. Oh my
He's
Oh my
lord.
so
gosh.
warm and lovely.
The best bear grandpa hug. Oh my god.
That guy, he is like the Baron of Montreal. He's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just such a gentleman, you know.
Oh.
Like he is never,
Oh.
he never says no to a fan. He
mm-mm,
never said, you know what I mean?
mm-mm.
He's just
great.
so classy and lovely and wonderful. Can't wait to see him again.
Absolutely. So all the golf stuff happened today. There was another really funny one from the round table where one of the people from the dinner, side of things that was actually attending asked a question, very long-winded. In the past we've had problems holding on to young talent. They'd get distracted by the fun in Montreal because it's a fun city, and is there a program in place to keep these kids in the team? Because the Penguins with oh shit, who's the
Crosby?
with
Didn't he?
Lemieux? Lemieux had kids living in his basement. Is there something like that for the Habs? It took the guy 37 minutes to ask his question, and Martin gets the mic, and he's like, "Well, I have all of the young talent living in my basement,"
Yeah.
and I thought that was really funny.
Which got a good laugh.
Oh, he got a good. No, they were him and Kent were just badgering each other, and it was so funny to watch. Oh my god, it was so
Well,
cool.
and correct me if I'm wrong, this was like reporter free.
Oh yeah,
So
that is
they were
so
having fun.
important actually
Yeah.
to mention. I didn't even
Yes.
consider that, but that's on the ball there. Yeah, they
I
were just
really
so
like
loose and just having fun. It was unlike
It was
most things I see them do
it
that's
was very
broadcasted.
relaxed. It was not, there was no stuffiness. Like
Mm-mm.
All the
Everybody-
pressers should be fans only from now on.
everybody was
Because-
just like cracking jokes like the whole time. Like there would be a question for Martin, and then Martin would be like, I think this is for Kent.
Mhm.
And then
and then
Kent would
immediately
get a
after,
question-
Kent's like, I think this is a Martin question.
Exactly. And then
Yep.
Mike would be like, should I answer in English or French? I'll do both, whatever.
Oh yeah. And that was like,
Yeah.
what a flex. Like, how big
Yeah.
is that guy's dick? Just like,
Yeah.
you want me to answer in English or French?
And then-
Is French
then-
okay? All right, maybe.
Well,
we'll
it
do it.
Because it's important too,
It
right?
is.
Because
No,
you
it's
hear-
so important.
yeah.
but
Oh
the-
my God.
Instead of being asked the same question again in English or
Mhm.
French, just
Yeah.
do it all at once.
So then
Exactement.
there was a question that was asked to both Gallagher and Mike, and Mike answered in French, and then they're like, okay, what about you, Brendan? And they'd ask the question in both languages first, and Mike answered in French, and Brendan went, well, yeah, what Mike said.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
one of my favorite
it was
ones.
just a really good atmosphere.
One of my favorite ones was I think this was one of the online questions, and summarizing the questions like how do you guys prepare? Have you guys been skating? Actually, this might have been a Michel Lacroix question.
Yeah.
Actually, I think so. It's like how have you guys been
No.
skating? And maybe it was online. And
It was, yeah.
Michael, Matheson, he was like, skating? I mean, yeah, I've been skating. And then Gallagher, he was like, dude, you've been skating. And they just went on
Because
to
obviously
say,
they've probably been skating for
Yeah.
weeks.
and they went on, well, exactly, because they went on
Yeah.
to elaborate more, saying that, training camp, back in the olden days, training camp was the start of getting ready for the season. And that's not the case any longer. And Matheson, went to lengths to explain that, saying that the days of, focusing on training camp to get started are over, because you have to be
Yeah, Guy
focused.
Lafleur would show up with a
Ryan
dart
Poehling.
hanging out of his mouth.
Exactly. Now,
Yeah, Ryan Paling.
that is oh yeah, for sure. That is a great segue, because I got a package today.
Oh,
Oh, I should have gotten mine. Mine's upstairs.
Finally, I got my Guy Lafleur bobblehead.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
In particular, this one highlights the 76-77 season, which was the fucking, screw everybody else in the NHL season.
The actual real best season ever.
The actual real best season, no asterisk ever. And yeah, that's exactly right. Sorry, Boston, you guys fucked up and ruined Bergeron's last year. Sorry.
Well, I mean, and media fucked that up too. Ooh, like part of their like, fuck you, man. Everybody can count.
Yeah, we all have calculators.
Yeah.
I am not a smart
On
man.
our smartphones.
What? How does that quote go away? I had it. Oh no, like I'm not a smart man. I mean, why not use artificial intelligence or whatever the fuck it is? I forget now. But okay, I'm just unpacking this now. Oh, isn't there?
I put mine back in the box. It's too precious.
Oh, I'm
The
gonna
box is so
oh.
nice too.
Yeah, well, see what I do is I get the bobblehead out and then I put the
Stick in his hands.
the figurine in front of it. I was just looking for the stick because like I was like, where is it? And I got it though.
This is my Paul Byron just hangs it on my desk, but I have his box.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
it's
then he's got a
him
little black and
celebrating
white
a
on the
goal.
back.
yeah.
And then there's a
Good old Paul
coupon
Byron.
on top that's expired, but
Oh, damn it!
okay. It expired like 3 years ago. It's not.
Son of a bitch. Could have did something really good
It
with that
expired
coupon.
long before I ever got the box.
Damn it. All right, so let's see. How is this stick going to get in here?
I think the stick. Where did I find the stick? It was still like in the styrofoam.
Mine, it was in the bottom of the. Oh, I'm gonna have to modify this a little bit. Actually, that is unfortunate. Should I use my teeth or a utensil?
God damn it! Mine's upstairs. Right. Next time I should.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna show us, so I don't need to be
Yeah,
prepared.
well, yeah. Next time you're gonna be the cool kid. When we get our Carey Price bobbleheads, whenever he decides to retire,
Yeah.
and that is a pressing question. At least I'm always considering it. Like, what's the team going to do with him? I mean, he's going to try. He's going to try.
Yeah. He's gonna
Training
try,
camp.
but he's done.
Yeah.
Training camp officially starts sort of kinda this weekend. And I say sort of kinda because this weekend is the start of the rookie tournament in Buffalo,
Yeah.
which I am not attending this year unless something really crazy happens. I'm like, oh, going to Buffalo. Oh, that
Did
did
it?
it. I broke the
Is
stick.
there a song about Buffalo?
Yo ho,
Everybody's
Buffalo.
got a water buffalo. Yours is fast. but
Oh,
mine is slow.
Buffalo Soldier.
Yes, there's that
That
one.
is not about Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, that's
Neither
just
was
about.
mine.
Chile. In Chile at the nightclubs, there was a disco version of Buffalo Soldier that
What?
everybody would get on the floor.
Oh
It
my
was so good. I've been looking for it forever. I don't know where it came from. Probably Europe or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I broke the stick in half, so
Oh,
should have used the
no.
utensil.
Oh,
It's actually not broken
no.
completely in half. There's a little sliver holding it together still, but
Oh no.
that's unfortunate.
Yikes.
So,
Rip.
I will have to remedy
crazy glue.
that with some crazy glue because it's not going to take much to get it. But how to get that? I don't have like a vise that small.
Tweezers.
Fuck is that? Ugh. You know,
Yeah.
the first time in my life, perhaps like 2-ish weeks ago now, I had to buy tweezers because I realized I have no idea where mine are. Those are expensive if you get them from the cosmetic
the good
section.
ones.
Yeah, good
Tweezer
ones
man.
are. Yeah. This thing's made out of like steel that was
Yeah.
forged in a
I cannot find
volcano.
Mine
and
go missing all
fucking-
the time because my kids actually do use them as tools.
Oh, that's awful. Yep, can't do that.
Oh,
So, but
and then I
here
get them back
is
and they
the
plug, they don't
bobblehead.
plug anything. Oh yes.
Guy Lafleur with a stick. That would be he's holding it up that way, and I will fix that after the
Yes.
podcast has.
That one really looks like him. Previous bobbleheads have not
No, yeah.
looked
no,
like anybody, but
they're rough.
that Guy Lafleur really looks like him.
Yep, that actually looks like Guy. So I wonder if these are part of a set, the 76-77 team, because the boxes are
Wouldn't
super
that be
similar.
amazing?
You know, so I got Guy Lafleur and Ivan Lambert. Oh, Lafleur's box is wider than Lambert's.
Hmm.
Crap, that doesn't look aesthetically pleasing at all. Okay, I'll fix that later.
No, actually, mismatching is actually in. like in our bedroom, I have 2 different nightstands that are completely different style. One is completely ultra modern with mirror on the front and everything, and the other one is like old style, round with the pedestal legs and all that.
Are you
So-
just trying to justify your interior decorating?
No, I don't like matchy.
Rookie camp starts this weekend.
I favor diversity.
Oh, actually, no. Favorite? Yeah, okay. No, I'm reading up here. Okay, so the rookie camp starts September 13th. That's in 2 days, and then they ship off. So, okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, 13th, Wednesday. Rookie camp starts in Brossard. So anyone that's in the city can go. Oh, they're talking about medical and fitness testing. So I don't think they do any on ice stuff, but that's medical and
Bicycles.
fitness testing for the rookie tournament.
They're
Over
gonna murder
in-
those bicycles.
in Buffalo. Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, that's right. And like a few days ago, they the Habs tweeted out the rookie camp roster. Owen Beck, Philip Machar, Jan Misak, who else? Sean Farrell, Joshua.
Logan Mayu.
Logan Mayu is
Mhm.
there. That he is. That does make sense. Dave Reinbacher, Jane
Because-
Struble. Oh yeah, Miguel Torindi as well. John Parker Jones, that huge motherfucker. He's like 6'7" on the ice.
Nice.
He's a big boy. He's a tall lad.
I didn't know that.
And
I'm
then
gonna
we
look- I gotta
have-
start looking shit up.
And then we have goalies Jakob Dubez, Jan Spurner, and Quentin Miller. Folks that I don't know a whole lot about, unfortunately.
Mm-mm.
But good for them. Welcome to the team, guys.
We'll be hearing about them a lot this week.
During the challenge in Buffalo, they're going up against the Sabres Friday night, the Bruins Saturday afternoon. Then they have a matinee game against the Senators on Sunday,
Oh fuck!
and that's it. Just those. Oh yeah, the Senators will absolutely harm somebody.
Yep.
And tickets are $10 a game. $10. If you're in and around
Volunteers.
Buffalo, check it out. It's a cool time. I really like those games. They're super fun. Just Buffalo is further away from me than fucking Montreal, so it's like, meh. And I hate
Yeah.
that drive. I hate that drive. I hate it.
Listeners are aware.
Yeah.
Wait, I could take the train. And I could spend the night with one of my friends in Buffalo that I now have.
There you go. Look at you
Yay.
making friends, taking trains.
Good for
No.
you, David.
How committed am I to this? And this is a friend I met at a rave. Okay.
Of
anyway,
course.
So let's.
Oh yeah, duh, no brainer.
Exactly. And also, the Habs also have their jersey auction. So if you have like an extra, I don't know, few $100s to blow on an auction for a jersey, go for it. Because it does go towards something. Maybe it's just a jersey auction for an auction's sake, but no, usually it's tied to
No.
something.
Usually it's for a charity.
They're not
Yeah.
pocketing that money.
Yeah. It's
They don't
very
need the
rare.
money.
So there's that.
Probably the children's.
So I wanted to do something different after we talk about the Habs stuff, because I noticed that we got, more than about a few comments on YouTube talking about stuff that we were talking about last week. We're
Ooh,
going to talk about those. In particular, Mr.
Okay.
Banana Cheeks. He's been a long time husband, Beth.
What? I could have sworn he said he got engaged on fucking Instagram.
He says
no.
5 days ago, he says, we've been married for a while now. But
Yeah.
2 weeks
He's
ago,
married.
I became a U.S. citizen. Welcome to the States, buddy.
Maybe that's
Wow!
what I'm just crazy.
Congratulations.
That is difficult because you have to renounce whatever.
I don't know how I got. I definitely
Whatever,
remember the
you
post where
are.
he became a U.S.
It even used to be
citizen.
in his bio about his wife.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Yep.
I just Instagram is for engagement, so I just was like, yeah, he became a U.S. citizen, but fuck that shit, he's engaged. No, because he definitely told me about he was taking his wife to fucking Taylor Swift, and I talked about it on.
Oh man, what a good
I'm
I'm
husband.
sorry.
And he went.
We also are still very excited for you.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry that. our
Congratulations
healthcare
on your successful marriage
And citizenship.
Congratulations on your successful marriage
and citizenship.
and your citizenship.
And
I'm
your
sorry
party
that
affiliation. Thank
We
you.
have all of these guns
Yes,
and terrible
for
healthcare.
having the correct opinions.
Yes.
But-
Always.
We are Dave and I are happy to have you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much.
in citizenship with us.
And further to that, we were talking about Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Get 'Em to the Greek, movies
Yes.
that are sort of kind of sequels of sorts, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Mhm.
But so we were talking about those movies last week, and he mentioned, oh yeah, he loves those movies. Unfortunately, and this is something I actually sort of forgot about, Russell Brand is a
Yeah.
Trumpy conspiracist now.
Yeah, he's a shitbag.
Oh no, he's a nutcase.
I
He's a
forgot
shitbag.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an absolute nutcase.
and
And I
that's
can't,
all on top of divorcing Katy Perry via text right before she's about to go perform.
I am
and
remembering.
Katy Perry is a mean girl.
Shh.
She's a mean girl.
I
She's
haven't
a-
followed up with her in a long time, but I
Okay.
can see that.
I saw this shortly after Prince Charles's coronation or whatever.
Still do
An
that?
old clip that resurfaced because Katy Perry played at the concert.
Oh, that's right.
So she's
okay.
besties with Kate Middleton, who
Oh,
sucks.
yeah, she's a
Because
fucking-
I'm Team Megan 100%.
Yeah.
And so Katy Perry was asked, this was shortly after Harry and Meghan's wedding, where Meghan was the most beautiful royal bride that I've ever seen after Princess Diana. And so Katie was asked by a reporter on the red carpet somewhere for some fucking whatever. So what did you think of Meghan's dress? And she said, I would have had one more fitting.
Oh.
She's
Oh.
a mean girl and a biatch, and I
Rude.
don't like Katy Perry.
Rude.
She and Russell Brand could have stayed together for all I care. They deserve each other.
Rude.
Well, you
She's a
are what
mean
you
girl.
attract. There it is, right there.
Yeah, exactly. Bad people attract bad
Mhm.
people.
Mm-hmm. That is 100% true.
Just
What
look at
the-
all the
what
people who
hell?
like Donald Trump.
Ugh. Whoa.
Ugh.
Idiots. I don't think this guy's hand is big enough.
That's what.
Oh, okay. Guy Lafleur avec le bâton.
Yay.
Because I stole Yvonne's. Sorry, Yvonne will have the gimpy one now.
Did you guys
Perfect.
see Yvonne Cornway and Nick Suzuki in the golf cart together?
No, I missed that one.
Oh my God,
I'm
so
sending
cute.
it. I'm sending
I'm
it.
sure that is amazing, though.
It's
The
wonderful.
road runner. He's like managed to stay adorable his
Oh.
entire life. Yvan Cornway.
He's awesome.
He-
Oh,
best.
he's the best.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's cherubic.
He really is. He
Yeah.
really is. Just him and Suzuki cheesing in the golf cart.
Casual.
Casual. Oh, speaking of, Nick Suzuki told us on TikTok Live that Cole is about to go do some media stuff in Vegas.
Oh, really?
There was a brief live today while they were at the end of the tournament. They were like doing some last minute. Actually, no, it was during a hole. It was during a hole or something. But they took some pictures but then like somebody was showing like everybody like golfing.
Where Vegas, I wonder.
Oh, it's my mom. She'll have all the details.
Yeah, apparently there's some like media thing going on in Vegas, so Cole's gonna go do that for a little bit. That's from Nick Suzuki's mouth. I saw him say it into the TikTok.
He
Live.
better be back for training camp.
So yeah, I'm sure he won't be gone long.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Nice.
Ain't
Yeah, I
that
sent
fun?
the picture to the off Twitter chat.
Oh, yes.
So cute, so cute.
I have to set up to get pop-ups from that app because I had turned off my pop-ups because I'm in two group chats.
Yeah.
One with my high school graduating class in Chile that talks all day long,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Muted
all
immediately.
day long. Like we're
Muted.
talking 30 people because my graduating class was very small. 30 people talking all day long. It's
Couldn't
nice
do
that we're all still friends. And then my uncle in Chile, that's not a real group chat, but he sends me everything, every joke, takes pictures of everything. So it's just like I can't have this on my phone.
Yeah,
I'll check it periodically.
nothing.
so I just dug a little bit into those bobbleheads. There are
Yeah.
5 in the set for that particular team, the 76, 77 Habs.
Okay, let me guess.
5 of them.
Larry,
Nope.
Gainey,
No.
Momo.
No.
Okay, tell who?
Okay. Well, Cornway.
Shut.
Shut.
Oh, Cornoyer.
So we got Lafleur, Lambert, Cornoyer, Schutt, and who else? This guy I always forget about too.
Dryden?
But... No.
No.
Mm-mm.
He was.
Not Larry?
Not Larry.
Not Larry. That is a shocking. Shocking revelation.
It may make sense when you figure out who it is, though. Not to say anything against Larry, however, it's not Dryden. So
Who?
it's Guy Lapointe.
Lapointe.
He was their like kind of the main D guy. Like they're back in the day, they're Shea Weber. Like, yeah, Robinson was great. However, I think it was Lapointe that was the main cog for the defense for those guys.
I'm not sure if this is before you guys started watching, but he finally had his number retired not long ago. And at the ceremony, he was so emotional.
Oh, I bet.
Like there was not a dry eye in the house.
Mhm.
What a sweet man. Okay, it does make sense now. Yeah.
But
But Larry, I mean, they should have 6 or 7 or 8. Like they should have the whole team.
oh, they should.
I
That
would be
team
down.
that team by itself was like Team Canada for practically
I would decorate my
all
whole
things.
shelf.
Yeah. So now that I know that there's only 5 of these, I may have to
Crazy.
go on a bit of a journey to get them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I figure I already got one of the hardest ones to get with Lafleur now. Thank you, Club 1909, by the way.
Yep.
Oh,
And thank you, Dan, in Pennsylvania.
Yes, Dan.
yes.
Dan.
Yes,
Thank
Dan.
you, Dan, for tweeting me because I would not have known.
Also, speaking of Club 1909, we have our code today, I think. If I
Oh,
can find it.
you have to
I'll
go onto
also
the app.
Have to go into
Homepage.
the app, and I will make sure to post this because I kind of forgot today because I'm dumb. Where the fuck is it? Today's 1909 club code is Beck.
Oh, like Owen Beck.
Like Owen Beck.
B-E-C-K.
Not like I'm a loser, baby.
Baby, so why don't you back me?
kill me? Not that one.
Not that one. No, not that guy.
No, you better not.
Wow, you guys are huge Beck fans.
Oh my God.
No one's nice and all, but
That was the only song they played there for years.
Well, it's funny because like every single album, his style changes, and so you're like, "This is Beck." Okay,
is
He's
this
very
Beck today?
interesting. He's an interesting cat.
he's a very interesting guy.
Yeah.
So
is that it? Are we
That
doing an
is,
hour?
Well, because there was so much stuff to do, I let the clock keep rolling.
well, there's
That's okay.
there's a little bit of other tangentially related news.
There's another comment actually
Oh, what is it?
from
what is it?
Ashwinder HG on the YouTubes. Fun
we say?
fact, she says,
Oh.
there used to be and may still be a mini golf league in Quebec, and they used to show it on TV. It was called
Oh my
Défi
God.
Mini Poots. The French
my God, that's so
commentators
fucking cool.
were hilarious. They get so excited and scream, "Birdie!"
I love that. Oh my gosh, thank you.
That's
Ashwinder.
awesome.
Thank
That
you,
sounds so fucking cool.
Ashwinder HG. And that was like, that was pretty much the last comment, but I'm going to try to stay on top of comments for future episodes because some of these are pretty fun.
I've never looked at our YouTube comments.
No,
because I'm
don't.
nervous.
No, don't.
Yeah. okay.
I stopped
ever.
looking when we made
I
it
was
to the
like,
finals.
I was like, I
Cool.
It was
like,
all
I'm
Leaf
a
stands.
fragile person.
I have a little bit of a story
not, but I don't-
after this, but
Okay.
well, not after this.
Um,
I'm going to say it on recording, but after whatever Beth was about to say.
Well, I just had 2 things.
Yeah.
The first one was Kevin Poulon retired, which opens up goalie space with the Rocket.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh,
now
and
he has...
Marie-Philippe Poulin. Did you guys talk about that last week?
No, not yet. That was gonna be my
Oh,
other thing,
yeah,
was
yeah.
that
There's a
he-
women's hockey league now, so we'll
the
get to
Women's
it.
Hockey League.
Whatever.
Yeah, but Kevin
MVP.
Poulon has retired, so
So now, any ladies that get a dick pic from him can just say, "You don't do anything at all, Mr. Poulin." So
I thought you got signed to play on the team.
no, the Kevin.
there's a Kevin Poulin
Kevin-
Oh,
and then a
okay,
Marie-Philippe
sorry.
Poulin.
Okay, yeah.
With
One
the
of them
Rocket, he
sends dick
retired.
pics. One of them
Okay,
is an
sorry.
actual hockey player.
Yeah.
Dick pics. I don't get it, man. Nobody likes them.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody likes them.
It's kind of like going to the slot machine. In the men's mentality, it's like, well, I'm gonna just take a
Give it
spin
a
on the
try.
wheel here and give it a try.
Would it be inappropriate?
Sometimes they get
to
a bar.
say what we want instead?
Sometimes they get a bar.
No.
You never know.
I'm-
You never know. It's one of those things.
What? Sorry, Beth?
I was just gonna say, would it be inappropriate to say what we want instead? But I think it is inappropriate, so I'm not going to.
No, I don't. What
Like-
do we
Dave's
want
like-
instead?
Like
Basically.
reassurance
Boobs?
and
Well,
attention.
well, yeah, that too. But I mean, like if you wanted to send something dirty,
Oh.
don't.
Oh,
don't,
well
don't
maintained calf.
Don't send a dick pic. Send a video with noise.
Oh
that's
yeah,
all.
just
Years ago, I was chatting with a guy who said he was going to send me a picture, and I'm like, okay. And then he sent a picture of himself, like a bathroom selfie, like
Oh, yeah.
naked. I'm like,
I'm like,
what on earth made you
didn't
think
we? No.
this was like so long ago?
No.
And I was talking about it at work, and they're like, that's what the kids do. That's what the kids do.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't. I can't. Can you
Yeah.
picture me getting a picture like that? I almost had a heart attack.
I mean, I could, and you're having a heart attack. It's so
Anyway.
it's so
Women
Anyway,
talk.
the internet's so
it was,
dumb
it is
now.
nice otherwise, but like it's just like, okay, bye. Bye.
Oh,
Women
thank you.
talking.
I'll frame this and put it on my wall with the rest of them.
Like,
Bill, that's when you have to like say something kind of disparaging, be like, "Oh, that's cute," or
no, I don't even remember
Is it
what I said.
supposed
I
to
think
look
I was
like
so
that?
flabbergasted.
When's the last time you washed those towels?
"You should say doctor." Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
And with a big smile too, like the smile is
Proud.
what he wanted to highlight. Like
One of these.
with the phone, like anyway. And I'm no prude, but unsolicited dick pics,
No.
fuck you guys.
The only things that once solicited to me are Girl Scout cookies. And I don't even know what else. Probably just Girl Scout cookies.
My boyfriend's working, he's a contractor and he's working on a site, and I'm always asking for updated pictures of the house. That's it.
That's
Oh my god. So
what.
turning the
What?
tractor back in. So 1909, I mentioned that some of those things that you can get are pretty frickin' cool from the Club 1909 website.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do they have available for preseason games? Oh, just the Mise au Jeu suite in the press gallery. They're still doing it.
Ooh.
Preseason games,
Okay.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
points. 23,500 points for those ones. That's a lot. But that's something that I'm going to keep an eye on myself because it's something I really want to do.
Cute.
Women's hockey.
Women's hockey.
Women's hockey.
There's gonna be a team in Montreal again. We don't know what they're gonna be called.
Montreal Lays. Like they did
That's
before.
it's just
Les-
beyond cool.
Les femmes de Montreal.
But the so what's great is that they signed both Marie-Philippe Poulin and Laura Stacy. Laura Stacy Lacey, maybe it is. Ooh,
It's Laura Stacy.
it is Laura Stacy.
Yeah.
Whom those two are engaged to one another. How sweet.
Love it.
And
Oh,
they
I
also,
thought they were married
And-
already.
oh,
No, they just got engaged earlier this
Last-
year.
A couple years maybe.
I don't know, we
couple
might
years
have
ago
to-
already.
No,
I
no,
think.
we talked about it on the podcast for sure.
No, I
recently.
saw
we did, but it seems more
them-
long ago.
I saw them together in Syracuse.
Yes.
Recall. And I was like, there's something not straight going on here. And like they didn't have like rings on because I did check. I was like, okay, maybe they're just really good friends that play hockey together.
And
Also,
also,
a ring to
they,
be
they
in,
signed,
in
they signed
a
Anne
relationship.
Renee Debion. I always say her name wrong. I cannot remember if it's Debion or Desbion.
de bien.
Debian.
Desbian.
It's lesbians, but with a D instead of an L. That's how you spell it.
De bien. Ooh.
C'est bien.
Oh,
bien.
wait a minute. It's A-N-S?
What? No.
Oh, okay. Because
E-
lesbian is I-A-N.
Fuck. Desbiens.
Yeah,
De
de
bien.
bien. I would say de
De bien.
bien.
Yeah, I'd say de bien as well. Or,
They
yep.
signed her, and she's wonderful as well, even though she's not in a
Goalie?
couple. What?
Is she a goalie?
She's a goalie. Yes.
Yeah. I remember that
Need
now.
a goalie.
Cool.
She's
Hillary...
great. No, she's great. She's really good.
Yeah.
She's really. I've watched her play hockey things.
Nice.
She's really good. We love her. You should
There's
love her.
I'm trying to think where Hillary Knight ended up. I think isn't she in the
She's in Boston.
Boston one? And then
Sarah
the
Nurse is
other-
in Toronto.
Yes, thank you. There it was. That was the other one I was trying to remember.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there's
Now
gonna
I
be-
have to hate her.
We have Montreal, Toronto, Boston. Is there a New York City team or
There
a
is
Buffalo
a New York
team?
team.
Yeah. Well,
It's
they
so
sh-
exciting.
it's
And it's so fun not to be on Twitter and not see
Toronto,
all the
Boston,
insecure
New York.
incels be mad about women's hockey.
We're missing 2. There's 6.
Yeah, they have their own. They now have their own original 6. So
Yeah.
there it is.
So
Oh.
Detroit,
Damn, this
it's
is
all the
kinda-
traditional teams. Is Detroit the other one?
wonder.
I don't think so.
I have to start picking up my hockey reading again. I've been on a vacation.
Minnesota is 1,
Minnesota.
and Ottawa is 1.
Oh, Ottawa. So Ottawa,
Yeah.
Minnesota, Montreal, Toronto,
Brand Jenner went to Ottawa.
Boston,
New York.
and then that New York team. Ooh, nice.
Kendall Coyne Schofield went to Minnesota.
Yep.
It's gonna be fucking fun to watch. Looking
it
forward
is.
to that.
Renata Fast went to Toronto as well. And Blair Turnbull also went to Toronto.
Yep.
They all got just those.
So more to
Free.
that also. So this was part of free agency started officially, and they're going to have an actual draft.
It's like in the middle of the day.
Yep. To next week, actually, unless I'm dumb. Nope. Next week, next Monday is going to be the PWHL draft, the Professional Women's Hockey League.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
The POWL.
Yay.
And hockey lovers like to watch.
Exactly. Because
People who
hockey
love hockey.
is for everybody.
Everyone. Oh, I
Unless
have-
you're insecure
Mm-hmm.
and an asshole.
So my dad texted me the other night, and he was watching the WNBA. And he texted me, and he was like, one of the coaches for one of the teams is wearing a black girl hockey shirt. Like, I wasn't watching. Or
Oh,
whatever.
awesome.
Oh, that's
Like,
pretty
I
cool.
tweeted a screenshot of the text at Renee Hess and Black Girl Hockey, whatever. And it turns out that's not what the shirt said.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it said Black Girls Rock, but she had on a blazer.
Could you
And it was like
imagine?
covering up. It was covering up. I mean, I thought it would have been cool, like yeah, basketball, but also black girl hockey. Like, fuck yeah, we love it. Like
Yeah.
everybody's welcome everywhere. But it was covering up some of the letters, so he thought it said black girl hockey, but it said Black Girls Rock, which is still fucking awesome or whatever. But I was like,
because it's true.
I was like kind of embarrassed. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like my dad got really excited. Like I wasn't watching. They're like, no, it's fine. Like we love it. He's excited. We're all
My,
excited. Blah blah blah.
It
but-
would have been hilarious if that shirt was just like, I know a black person.
Oh my god.
I kind of want to make that shirt now and make like my first million off it.
You live in New York City. How do you not know? My next door neighbor.
It's actually
Is
kind of
black.
funny. I do know a black person. Had to think about it for a second.
Oh,
In college, it would have been
Right
easy,
there.
but I haven't spoken to Toby in a long time.
one of my
Toby,
best friends in high school was
He
black.
was so
Oh
fancy.
my God. My dad.
We're still in touch.
I talked to my dad. He's black.
We don't have a huge black population here, and it's ironic that we have like 3 or 4 black families in our complex.
They
But
said
here, like,
Veronica's here. It's,
and then you go to Seattle, and there's like, it's 50-50.
Mhm.
But it's so strange. Our Indo-Canadian and Chinese Canadian population here is huge.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my story. I just remembered.
Yeah, your story.
I had a very good game of hockey last night, not important. But it was so good that everyone's like, hey, let's go out for beers after our parking lot beers. It's like, okay, sure, no problem. On Sunday night, school night, hell yeah, let's do it. So as one does, we play hockey, then we go into the parking lot, drink beer, and everyone's like, oh, I gotta go home. But a couple of these guys are like, let's go to Maxie's, because Maxie's is open till like fucking 3 a.m. on a Monday morning. So we go there, and it's close to my house too. So we go there, and we had a great time. Me and my buddy Jay Lacuille. That's his name. Very good hockey player, because you can already tell. He was an Ontario transplant to New York City, and he lived there for a number of years until he moved up to Albany, started playing hockey with us. He is a Leafs fan. And so we were hemming and hawing about the Leafs. And actually, frankly, he's the best.
Is he realistic?
He's the best Leafs fan I know.
Okay.
Best Leafs fan I know. He says that any online discourse about the Leafs is on a different planet.
Yeah. It's basically teenage, juvenile.
And I mentioned, it's like, yeah, well, and then fucking TSN Sports is like, man, don't even get me started. TSN is the weirdest broadcaster for hockey because all they ever talk about is the Leafs. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, well, okay, and there it is. So he knows. He's been around the block a few times.
A whole gem.
He writes comedy. He's a comedian, actually. Like he performs and whatnot. He did that for a number of years in New York City, and he's doing that now. And he writes
like
for
stand up or for TV. Sorry,
both stand up. Writes it for TV. He has some commercials as well that he wrote for and whatnot.
Awesome.
He's done a lot of. He has a really interesting, albeit like not like Netflix stuff, but he has some interesting things on his resume. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. So shout out to Jay Lacuille.
Is he on strike?
And it sucks. He's like his agent can't get anything for him, and he has an agent. So his agent can't get anything for him because nobody can do anything because of the strike. Yeah. So that's where he is right now. But
yeah. Oh, that's so fucking brutal.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. TV and movies are going to suck.
Getting rich off doing nothing.
TV and movies are going to suck for a long time.
Yeah.
Or at least another like 2 or 3 years until they can, start actually writing good stuff.
I'm glad
again.
that Barry and Better Call Saul ended before all this shit because I would be so mad.
And they're like, and I just got an email about how like my bundle for my streaming services is being increased in price. I'm like, for fucking what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not paying the people who need to be paid. Like I think when my lease is up, I'm just gonna get rid of everything and sail the 7 seas or just buy hard copies of things that I would like to watch over and over again. And then also sail the 7 seas because this is ridiculous.
So apparently, that's not as hard as it sounds, at least according to my buddy Ben, who fought people in Afghanistan for the United States government. He, on his honeymoon, went to lovely British Columbia, and him and his lady went on a glacier cruise for a day. Naturally, shit to do in Canada. So he was talking to the captain of their boat, and this is like not like a cruise ship. I'm talking like, more personal boat, on the rails and all that nonsense. And she was saying that when it's not glacier season, or whenever that would possibly be, like during the winter, like winter, when it's like not safe to go up there in her own little boat, she says that she would, sail, I'll say, down to either LA or San Francisco, whichever one is the northern one, and then sail to Hawaii. And I'm like, wow. That is
holy shit, that's an odyssey.
That's a voyage. And she's like, no, it's not that bad. It takes like 2 or 3 days. Like,
wow,
that is a lot of water.
She must have a big boat.
Not crazy big. Ben was saying like, this is ocean worthy. She's like, yeah, you just can't hit like a storm. Like if I got caught in a storm, I would die. So it's like, so just watch the weather and see what happens.
Oh my God. Sounds scary.
So Beth, you can obviously do it.
I was talking about pirating.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm not going to go on a boat.
you're not gonna get a skiff and a
Dave,
little,
you've
and a
been
little,
on
a little
internet
hand
longer
engine
in weirder
behind
places
you.
than I have. I feel like you should know that verbiage.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know it.
I also know.
I am going to cancel
maritime
Netflix
language.
though. Fuck the fucking what's that called? Cobra Kai. Because I need to watch the end of Cobra Kai and I need to watch the end of another show that I remembered the other day. But Netflix is charging me $25
Netflix fucking
goddamn
sucks.
dollars.
There's nothing on there.
And there's nothing. I've watched it everything.
My
And I have Disney and Prime and fucking Apple TV. I don't need anything else.
Disney has so much stuff that I would not expect on Disney Plus.
Oh, I know.
I'm like,
yeah.
is that allowed to be on
What
here?
did I watch yesterday?
I was watching a lot of Disney Plus lately.
Yeah, they've got great true crime documentaries too. Like great stuff.
My
The other streaming services are catching on and they're starting to upload lots of true crime stuff, but Disney has a great selection.
Oh, I should let people know, since we are in the time where we can talk about this sort of stuff that we usually do. Digital content. That's what it's gonna be. If for whatever reason you ever needed a movie and it's just not on streaming for whatever reason, there's a website called moviesanywhere.com. Now, you may need to make an account in the States, but you can buy movies on all sorts of different websites like Vudu, Fandango, all those like movie digital library websites, and Movies Anywhere catalogs them for you in one place. So if you have like a bunch of like over the years you put in a code saying, yeah, I'll redeem this blah 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 Blu-ray for the fucking digital copy, it knows about that, keeps track of it. And I've been using that quite a bit whenever I need like a movie. And like the sales are ridiculous. It's like, $2 for like fucking Lord of the Rings. I'm like, what?
Oh hell yeah.
Do something like
That's
that.
great.
So it's just something
and
to
the
put in
time-
people's heads.
Yeah, and the other thing is that my time is coming up that our time is coming up that I'm going to be watching mostly hockey games
Yes.
in my spare time. So fuck you, Netflix.
Yep.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Streaming was supposed to be cool. Now it's just like everything else on the internet.
They
Bullshit.
ruined it.
Well, the other services are damn good. Prime, I don't pay for. I have a Prime membership,
Good job.
like an annual one. So I get the app on my phone. I
Mhm.
get the fucking movies on my TV, and that's all just included.
Yeah.
And that's so that I can get Amazon's packages delivered faster. And that's mainly for Sophia, to be honest. But
Damn it, Sophia.
so Prime is not the greatest because you have to pay for a lot of the stuff that you see on there.
And also
But,
Bezos.
And Bezos fucking
Yeah.
sucks. But
Yeah.
Apple TV Plus, I'm subscribed also on Apple TV Plus to Sundance Now, which has a bevy of amazing
Ooh.
content.
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
Max, HBO Max,
have
which
a
is
lot of
now
stuff.
Max, has great
Yep.
stuff, but they also
Crave.
they have Turner Classic Movies as well, and that's by itself another
Hell yeah.
huge library,
Yeah.
like really good.
You know who likes that?
Who's that?
My mom.
I feel like somebody has
My
a
mama.
Criterion collection stuff.
Yeah.
Crave is also if you're in Canada, Crave is essential because you got HBO and Showtime
Mm-mm-mm.
or Max or whatever the hell.
And we are at our time.
We are at our time. Thanks
So-
everybody for listening.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Nice to be
Really
back.
Appreciate it. So damn cool.
Nice to have
Yes.
Canadian
so-
stuff to talk about.
Our first
Oh.
hour-long episode, meant to be an hour long since the season ended. I don't know, maybe when the preseason starts will be the official start of always hour long, since we'll have stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But HBO does have, along with TCM, they have the Criterion collection and Studio Ghibli.
Yes, they do. It's
So, and that's
HBO Max still has a bit of a grip on really interesting stuff that you can't find anywhere else. For me, they have all of the Godzilla movies from the 50s to today-ish.
much
So
stuff.
that is very interesting to me.
So much stuff.
So that's it.
And
All
just timely, last night I watched, or yesterday, because I was alone, I watched the entirety of a series called 9/11 One Day in America.
Oh,
It's
happy
on-
9/11, everybody.
Yeah,
Never
it's
forget.
on Disney Plus. And anyway, I was going to talk about that today, but anyway, it is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes you in like you have never seen before. It's by National Geographic. It's on Disney Plus, and I believe it's also on YouTube. I think it's 6 parts.
Nat
It is
Geo, man.
incredibly well done. So
Is it-
that's it. Sorry.
Is it narrated by David Attenborough?
It's narrated by Peep survivors, firefighters,
Oh boy.
and yeah, that's who it's narrated by. There's no background a narration. It's just all one-on-one sort of testimonials and tons of film footage.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. The just to give a little bit more attention to that with 9/11. Here in Albany, they had firefighters, or some of the firefighter companies were doing some steps at the Capitol, doing 86 flights for, of course, I don't know the number, either 72 or 86 flights, to commemorate, those, firefighters that died, that perished in the buildings and whatnot. Quite a thing. And also, I didn't realize this, Veronica. I was on social media, and this is another day of reckoning in history, 9/11, the day of the coup in Chile. And how did I know that? Oh, AOC was talking about it and how the U.S. has to stop doing that sort of shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Kissinger. I was about to say, I hope he's rotting in his grave, but the fucker just turned 100.
Guy's not dead yet.
Him and friggin' Mitch McConnell.
It'll be I will dance in the street. That's it, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Fuck you, fascists.